Hello everyone, I hope you're all keeping safe and well, and if you're self-isolating, please look upon this as a bit of distraction, a bit of fun, nothing more. This question is to do with, I read recently, I think it was in the past day, the executive producer of The Simpsons has said to Meghan Markle to give him a ring as he's heard she's looking for voiceover work. Now, I like The Simpsons and it's had Sir Paul McCartney on, but as far as I know, none of the royals. They featured them, but they haven't actually voiced them, as far as I'm aware. So this first question was, are the reasons for asking Meghan, were they genuine because they want Meghan to make a cameo, or is it sarcasm? We've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Wands is the foundation card. The Ten of Pentacles in the past shows that they do want her, but for being a royal. Presumably for the royal, for the publicity, it is not because of who she was before she was with Harry. The Seven of Swords at the moment, again, that can be deception. It's the lone wolf. It means that instead of maybe a group discussion, someone's acted alone and just thought, why not? Why not give this a go? The Seven of Swords, it's almost as if she's given them the idea and they're thinking, well, let's just see if she goes for it or not. It can also be a very good reason to generate publicity because this is a streetwise card, so it's again having to think one step ahead. The Eight of Swords coming into the future, that shows that they see her as not being able to get work. Not just not being able, but having no options for work, as she's put herself in that position. It's also a card of fear, and fear that they think she's feeling fearful, which she might well be, that she might not get any work, whether it's Hollywood or back to Suits or anything. They feel that she really won't get any work in the future, so she will have no option but to go to them. The Seven of Wands underneath. The Seven of Wands shows a challenge, but it's a challenge that people enjoy. It's almost a baiting card. So if they get the press and people talking about it, they enjoy it. It means they've talked about her with humour and sarcasm. So with the question, are the reasons for asking Meghan to voice, are they genuine or sarcastic? Definitely sarcastic. And it looks like to generate publicity, I wouldn't say they need it, but you know what TV companies are like, and it's their opportunity to get hold of someone from the royal family. The next question, the next question was, because the quote came from the executive producer, I said, what does he think of Meghan? We get the Knight of Swords, Death, the Eight of Cups, and the Magician as the foundation card. So the Knight of Swords, that means they saw her go out of the royal family almost like a Formula One driver. At the speed of light, she charged out of there, fully equipped for battle, with no one, against no one, but she charged out of there very, very quickly. It's also a knight, so it's a messenger card. So if it's not seeing Meghan charge out, it's seeing her statement charge out. And I think it still went down to that Instagram story or post, and that created some meetings, because knights are messengers. So if they don't see it as Meghan, it is definitely the message that she left as leaving the royal family. They saw that as being very aggressive, very instant. That knight is possibly the quickest, swiftest, angriest knight in the pack. There's only 4, but he's definitely the angry one. And that is in the past. That's how they see her, particularly this executive producer. Death at the moment, if it was positively aspected, I would say they see her as starting a new life with Harry and Archie. And I think looking at that, because it's negatively aspected, they've seen her, it's a major card, she's burnt her bridges with the royal family, and because they've mentioned work, and the question is work related, they don't see how she can go back. And it is a major card. Because we have the Eight of Cups coming in, cups are to do with emotion, and it's a solitary figure walking away with sadness. And the sadness doesn't have to be apologetic sadness, it doesn't have to be regret. It could also be something, I'll do it my way and you've left me with no choice. It can be a little bit of a martyr card, but that's how they view her. Also, that's very much like one of her old Instagram posts where she used to put on pictures of her and Harry with her back to the camera. So how he views her is in a very negative light. The Magician as the foundation card means he thinks she's the creator of all this. Nobody else, not the royal family, not Harry, it's Meghan. They see that she has created this. The Magician is the all-powerful one. He's got every single tool at his disposal, and it's a major card. It's very closely linked to death, and it is a negative reading, but they see her as having done this, and in a very, very hastily, speedy way. The last question I asked, because it's the Simpsons, and I do like the Simpsons. I haven't seen them for many years, but I do like them. And I remember the one they had with Sir Paul McCartney. And Sir Paul McCartney only agreed to be in the Simpsons if it made Lisa either vegan or vegetarian. And they agreed, and they were going to swap her after one episode. And she stayed that way all the time. So I remembered that. That's how long ago it is I think I've watched The Simpsons. So this next question is, how will they portray Meghan? As we know what The Simpsons can do to people. We've got the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the foundation card is the Lovers. So the Four of Wands in the past, how will they portray her? They want to look back on the happy times, the happy events she had in the family. So the engagement and the wedding, everything that was celebrated and positive. At the moment, we have the King of Pentacles. So they are very much looking on the happy times connected with finance. And it's because it's the King of Pentacles, maybe they're looking at going for who would give them the money. There is definitely a money angle to how they would portray her. Coming in, we have the Page of Wands, and he's either a child or an immature man. Because we have the Lovers underneath, it looks as if we're having the Four of Wands, the celebratory card, the King of Pentacles, and with the Lovers underneath, it looks as if they are wanting Prince Harry. So they may want the two of them to do cameos. And that could be why in this one, is it a genuine question or sarcastic, we get the Seven of Swords, as he can be a deception card. So this could be a way as if we get Meghan, she might bring Prince Harry along. So I hope you've enjoyed that reading, and if you've any more questions, please let me know, and please stay safe. Many blessings, Elizabeth.